Hi everyone, it's Jasmine with Real World Mental Illnesses, and today I'm excited because we're going to be going through, it's a dark topic, however, it's going to connect to a very popular show, Euphoria. So let's get started. First, brief overview on drug addiction/substance use disorder. So symptoms, let's start. Often, when you have drug addiction, there's a need to swap out thoughts or feelings for drugs. It's almost like a coping mechanism to push away your thoughts. You just take drugs. Now, obviously, that's not recommended, but that is typically what happens with someone with a drug addiction. Second, a need for extra drugs to feel the same effect over time. So basically, this person has been taking drugs for so long that now they've grown a tolerance to it and they need more drugs to feel the effect that they used to feel with less drugs. Third, cravings for drugs several times a day. Fourth, swapping out duties you have with time for drugs. So maybe you don't do your laundry or shower anymore, you just spend those times doing drugs. Or maybe you don't go out grocery shopping anymore because you have to go meet with your dealer and get drugs. Next, we have ensuring you have enough of a supply of the drug. So somebody with a drug addiction is always going to make sure that they have enough of the drug, so they're going to keep a heavy stock because they don't want to be in a situation where, they need drugs and then there's none left. Next, spending extensive money on drugs. Obviously, with a drug addiction, you're going to be buying lots of drugs, so that's obviously going to cost a lot of money. And then last but not least, severe withdrawal symptoms without drugs. And we're going to see this later in some clips I show. So when someone who's a drug addict just starts to stop taking drugs, even for a little bit, they're going to experience severe withdrawal symptoms, and I will show you that. So prevalence. Unfortunately, drug addictions/substance use disorders are very common. Up to 24 million people are classified as having a drug use disorder. And the worst part about it is a lot of these people are especially young. Even some are 13 years old. So obviously, it's not only adults. And in fact, the example I'm going to show is of a high schooler. Implications. So the reason having a drug addiction can be so dangerous in other ways is, for example, people drive on drugs, just like drinking and driving. And obviously that can lead to death because you could kill yourself in the car if you're not driving safely, and you can kill others around you. Or you can kill not only people in cars, but pedestrians walking because, you just can't, you're not fully conscious of your surroundings. Second, I listed that you're 6 times more likely to commit suicide if you have a drug addiction, which is an insane amount higher. And again, that's similar with alcohol use disorder. If you have an alcohol addiction, you're way more likely to commit suicide, so same here. And then lastly, I wrote that it affects family and romantic relationships. Typically, with a drug addiction, you're going to break the trust of those around you, and I will show a little bit of that. So yes. Now, today, like I was excited for, character connection is Rue Bennett from Euphoria. Now, Euphoria is a very heavy, almost dark show because it highlights some real issues such as drug addictions. So we're going to go through specific clips of Rue, and I'll explain a little bit about it before we jump into treatment options. So in this clip, Rue is teaching the audience how to get away with being a drug addict. So she's going to show what she does to get away with it. Let's play that.
How to get away with being a drug addict. Step 1. Find a cover drug. Because no matter how hard you try to hide it, if you're doing drugs, you're going to get caught. It's inevitable. And when that does happen, you don't want to be on the defensive. Trust me. No one believes an addict when they're caught. So, first things first, you want to lay the groundwork.
Yo, this movie's nuts.
Which one is this? Oh,
killer, baby? I don't know.
Oh, killer mutant baby. Oh, shit.
I think I'm gonna start smoking weed.
Why would you start smoking weed?
Because I have panic attacks every fucking day. You are so fucking selfish. Gia! Gia! Gia, it fucking helps with my fucking anxiety and my panic attacks and shit.
I don't want to talk to you, bro.
Can you just fucking listen for a second?
I don't want to talk to you.
Gia, stop! What the fuck? The fuck is wrong? What the fuck? Are you fucking crazy?
You
What
pushed
the fuck
me!
is wrong with
Get
you?
your hands off of
It's
me!
a fucking idea. I wasn't gonna fucking do it.
You're a liar!
I'm a fucking liar.
Yes, and you don't give a shit about you. You don't
Yeah,
give a
it's
shit
a-
about
Gia,
me. You don't give a
it's
shit
a
about your
fucking
mama. You don't.
idea.
I'm not actually doing fucking weed. It was an idea, okay? And I should never fucking told you because she's like fucking mom.
Put both of you fucking crazy. Crazy.
Now, what you want to do is make them second guess their intuition. Make them feel like any valid concern is just their anxiety getting the best of them. Step 2. Gaslight.
Real. When you do drugs, it's not like when other people do drugs. It's better than committing suicide. When I'm sober, that's what I think about. That's where I'm at, G. Okay? That's where I'm at. Now, if you want to tell Mom, you can tell her. But I don't know what else I can fucking do. Bro. I love you. So please, just promise me it's just gonna be weed and nothing more.
As you can see, essentially this whole clip show that she's manipulating her little sister into thinking she's going to start weed, so that if later on she's caught taking drugs, well, she's going to be like, it was just weed. It was for my anxiety. In reality, of course, she's not just going to be taking weed. That's not the specific drug she has an addiction with. Now, it's just the cover drug. So people will think it's not that big of a deal. Everyone does weed. It's not that big of a deal. It's just for her anxiety. So that's her cover drug when she does get maybe tested and it shows that she's been taking drugs. So you can be like, it's just weed. Let me move on to the next clip. In this clip, Rue is at, I guess you could say, her friend Fez's house, and she's looking for drugs. But he specifically said that she's not allowed to take anything from his house.
Yo, come on now, Rue. You serious?
Please. Please let me take them. Just only 3. She won't even know that they're gone. She won't miss them.
Principal, Rue. It's
Please,
just not right.
Just let me keep them,
It's
please.
not right.
I'm in a lot
Give
of
it to
pain,
me,
guys,
Rue.
please.
Give it to me.
Fuck.
Let go.
Please.
You gotta leave the house. You
Let
gotta
go.
leave the
Fez,
house,
let
Rue.
go.
You can't come on.
Get off me. Get your fucking hands off me. Get the fuck off me, you piece of shit.
Hell no.
Don't fucking.
No, come here.
Don't
Come
fucking.
here.
Fez, get off.
No,
Get
we're not
off.
doing this shit today.
Fez, get the fuck
We're not doing this today.
Get off of me.
Come on.
I'm sorry.
Nah, you gotta get the fuck out the house now. No, it's too late for that now.
You don't have to take me out. You don't have to.
No. You gotta go. Fuck.
As you can see in that clip, she was trying to take drugs from his house, and actually some of those pills were for his grandma who was sick. And this friendship of hers, while it was always off and on because of her drug behaviors, clearly, as you can see, she's ruining her friendship here. And the next clip I'm going to show is of her ruining her friendship with another friend of hers. Now, in that case, it's with a girl named Lexi that she used to be best friends with when they were younger, but as they got older and Rue became a drug addict, she only just used Lexi. So she only used Lexi when it was convenient for her, like when she needed a fake P test from Lexi so that she wouldn't fail her drug test. So obviously, she ruined her friendship, many of her friendships, many of her relationships, and even made it difficult with her sister. So a sibling relationship was being strained because of her behavior. So yeah, let me show that next clip with Lexi. As you can see, she's doing drugs in the school bathroom.
Rue, it's me. Are you okay?
You're so fucking stupid, Lexi.
Why?
Because I already flushed everything down the fucking toilet.
Well, I just came to check on you.
I don't want you to fucking check on me. Whether I'm fine or I'm not fine. What difference are you going to make? Are you gonna give me some life advice? You gonna fucking help me?
Well, you're like one of my best friends.
Give me a fucking break. Because we went to fucking preschool together? That does not make us best fucking friends.
You say all this, but what happens in 3 days when you knock on my door asking me to piss in some Tylenol bottle? What, you gonna say the opposite? How we've known each other since preschool and we're best friends? It's like you have a split personality disorder. Sorry if I miss the old you.
So that was yet another relationship she ruined with another friend. Now, the last clip I'm going to show you is of when she does try to face her drug addiction. She's trying to stop, but her withdrawal symptoms are very severe. I mean, she has been a drug addict for many years, so that's expected. But yeah, let me show that.
Here, baby.
Rue. Baby, I need you to drink this, okay? Come on. Just take a sip, baby, please. you need help with that?
So as you can see from that truly heartbreaking scene, she exhibits severe withdrawal symptoms. I mean, you could see her shaking. That's a popular withdrawal symptom. She's sweating a little bit. Um, she really just does not have the strength or the mindset to be able to do anything. But withdrawal is going to happen, and it has to happen for somebody to reach recovery, which actually, and so amazingly, she does reach recovery near the end of that season. So, I mean, that's amazing. Now, let's jump right into the treatment options. With addictions, thankfully, they are treatable. So, an alcohol addiction, drug addiction, they are treatable. So, some popular treatment options are the following. So, some people use an opioid to deal with the withdrawal because sometimes the withdrawal is just too hard to deal with naturally, and you just need a medication, not that you're going to get addicted to, but that's going to just help you with those symptoms. Second, we have CBT therapy. Like I've said before, CBT therapy can help with every single mental illness, probably. So, it's not a unique treatment option for this, but in CBT therapy, if someone has a drug addiction, what will happen is basically a therapist will try to help you uncover why you're using drugs and what you're dealing with that made you think that, oh, you need drugs to cope with it. And then they're going to help you find new coping strategies because drugs cannot be a coping strategy, but there are ones that you can find. AA, like a support group like AA, there's also something called contingency management. So basically, for example, you stay off drugs for a week, you're going to get a reward that's going to keep pushing you and motivating you to continue staying off drugs. So it's just a reward system, and I think that sounds very helpful for an addiction. And lastly, removing people or objects that trigger the need to drink. Oh, sorry, I meant to do drugs. Yes. So if there's a person that's triggering you and causing you to do drugs or drink, I guess, um, removing that person from your life will help you immensely. Obviously, the addiction is still there, but that's what the other treatment options are for. I hope you enjoyed that. I know the clips were very heartbreaking near the end, but that is the reality of it. Drug addictions are very difficult to deal with, but on the bright side, it's treatable, and that's what you have to know. I hope you enjoyed, and I can't wait to make the next video.